Ladies and gentlemen, we're all here to see these two skillful and powerful insects go head-to-head. One of the strongest animals on this planet. Despite its teeny-tiny size, Mr. Ant will face a termite. His name is Termite, by the way. He has one of the most notorious and fastest bites around. But no worries, humans. This fight's gonna take place in the woods, so your cities aren't in any danger. These guys are so small that no human would notice them anyway. The ring is about the size of a bottle cap, and the whole stadium's about the size of a cookie. Which kind of cookie? Chocolate chip? Never mind. And now, let's see the profiles of the athletes. First up, ant. Kingdom, animal. Class, insect. Type, ant. Age, 2 to what weeks? Weight, around 5 milligrams. Distinctive features, head antennas, nasty sting. Phobias, peppermint, no chewing gum for this little guy. And now, Termite! Kingdom, animal. Class, insect. Type, termite. Age, 2. Weight, this rebel refused to weigh in, but a whole colony of termites can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Distinctive features, head tubes that squirt acid. Ew. Phobias, sunlight. Termite just can't stand it, and no amount of SPF cream's gonna help. So, in the blue corner, ant. Ants have been around for over 100 million years and are famous for being one of the most successful heavy lifters in the world. Only a couple of incredible animals, like the dung beetle, are stronger, but the ant smells better. If a regular human had ant-sized lifting abilities, they could easily lift up to 6,500 pounds. That's like half an elephant. You pick which half. Or your neighbor's pickup truck. They're also long livers and hold the world's lifespan record among insects. These tiny guys can live up to 30 years, and they don't really care where. The only place they're not really into is Antarctica. Why did they name it that then? Antarctica? And now, in the red corner, Termite the termite. Termites love to sneak into your house undetected by biting through wood, paper, and even some other materials. They aren't really interested in biting people, though. All they need is food, and either fresh grass or your brand new sofa will do just fine. They're small, and you might not even notice them, but there are way more termites than people in the world. If you got every human together and every termite together, guess what? The termites would outweigh the humans. We don't want them in their houses, but they're our friends. Thanks to termites, people get better crops. The intricate tunnels they build in the soil help water penetrate better, and just like that, our crops grow bigger. Termites also hold the record for being one of the world's fastest animals out there. They don't run fast, but they can clamp down their jaws faster than almost anyone. Round 1. Size. Both ants and termites vary in size. Some are actually pretty big, some are tiny. But on the average, ants are way smaller than termites. 1-0, Termite takes the lead. Round 2. Strength. Most ants carry around 50 times their own weight, and even though the smallest termite is bigger than a large ant, a single ant could easily take on a termite any day. Ants tend to be much more aggressive and usually roll in a big group. You never see just one ant walking in the woods. There's always an entourage. Sorry, Termite, you lost that round. Ants on the board, and we're tied at 1. Round 3. Let's call it special gear. This thing's getting heated. Ants tend to act like one of their relatives, the notorious wasp. Yes, a wasp and an ant have more in common than you might think. Mr. Ant is ready to use his sting, just like any wasp would do. Termite's feeling pretty powerless. He doesn't have any kind of special gear. Anyway, even if Mr. Ant decides not to sting poor Termite, his bite might hurt just as bad. Some ants bite so hard, you don't want to know. No matter what ant bites you or stings you, it could end up pretty bad. The worst? Definitely the bullet ant. Scientists say it feels like you're walking on burning coals. Ow! Despite having the world's fastest jaw, a termite's bite isn't powerful enough to beat out Mr. Ant. Some people say termites can bite through bricks. That's how they get into your house. That's nothing more than a rumor. They squeeze into your house by finding teeny tiny holes, and the only thing they really chew through is paper or wood. Yeah, Termite loves that stuff. It has his favorite ingredient, cellulose. Mr. Ant's about to win this round. He's this close. But hey, look at those tubes right on Termite's head. Those things squirt acid. Yeah, Mr. Ant can gear up for a sting or a bite all he wants, but he'll never get close enough. Mr. Ant might get lucky with a sting though. He can release a paralyzing acid to stun Termite. But not today. Termite squirted himself to a victory this round. And it's 2-1. Termite retakes the lead. Round 4. Endurance. Hey, looks like Mr. Ant's getting tired. He's going for a power nap. He starts moving slower, craving sleep. But Termite seems unstoppable. He never stopped gnawing on that wooden peg he brought with him, and he doesn't feel tired at all. The endurance of termites is incredible. They just never need to sleep. The only thing they crave 24/7 is food. Termite leads 3-1. The audience is impatient, but sorry guys, Mr. Ant's gotta wake up before we continue. Morning, Ant. All right, here we go. Look up in the stands, posters everywhere. Ant, you're the best. Termite's the toughest. Well, they can't wait to find out the winner. Round 5. Poison. Termite's all relaxed now. He's sure he's gonna come out on top. Ant seems a bit confused. He's supposed to be one of the strongest in the world, but he's about to lose to this never-sleeping, endlessly eating tiny beast. Or is he? Termite gives Ant a little push, just to sort of make fun of him. But he doesn't know that Mr. Ant's got an ace up his sleeve, well, in his backside. Right after that friendly push, he starts releasing poison drop by drop. Termite's terrified. He wasn't prepared for that. He thought his tubes were the best, but those droplets look really dangerous. Termite has no idea if he can tolerate the ant's poison or not. And he can. The audience shocked. Some of them even start to boo Termite. The ref blows his whistle. Mr. Ant gets one more point. Time to start the comeback. Termite now leads by only 3-2. Round 6. All of a sudden, Termite feels full power. He's in the lead and it's all good. He speeds up, run towards Mr. Ant, but it's a trap. The ant just lifts Termite up and throws him onto his back. It's the shortest round of the tournament and it's all tied up at 3. Time to see who's really the toughest insect out there. Final round. Termite seems unstoppable. He strikes, but Mr. Ant is a total ninja. He moves out of the way at the last second. Termite goes in again, but it's not working. Ants are tough. They've got a super strong exoskeleton, and as long as he doesn't get crushed, no amount of blows are taking this little guy down. Mr. Ant doesn't really feel any pain. If you had the same ability, you could play a game of chicken with a rhino and walk away with your head held high. In the ring or in the wild, ants are survivors. And if one ant goes down, you better believe it's gonna tag in about 1 million of his buddies. The audience is cheering. Everyone's on the edge of their seats. Who's gonna be the next champion? Who wants it more? Right now, it looks like Termite just found a new gear and some new energy. He's not giving up. He wants the title. He probably just wants to put it on his CV, maybe get promoted to a more delicious tree. Termite's tried to finish it twice, but no luck so far. Mr. Ant suddenly strikes back and, ouch! He slips and falls right on the floor. Termite's starting to strut around the ring. This thing's over. But no, Ant manages to get up. This thing's going down to the wire. And it's all over. A whole lot of action, but no direct hits. The final round's a tie. So is the whole tournament. Guess we'll need a rematch.